just spinning. There we go. We're live. Welcome, everybody. Here I
Hey,
am. I'm Linda. This is my sweet, dear being who is a contribution to my life, Carolyn Sinclair.
thank you, Linda. And you are to mine also. So I asked Linda if we could do this live because we've both recently been in an Access Consciousness class that changed a lot of things. And something came up about hoarding the past.
Mm-hmm.
Are we hoarding the past? Are we hoarding, relationships that we've had and we miss and we wish we could have? Like, are we hoarding that? The energies and the people. And Linda said, well, what about the entities? And I'm like, oh, yes, please, let's talk about that.
So entities is a word that we use that just really is this broad invitation to acknowledge beings who no longer have a body or perhaps never did. And so would you just say hi? Hi to all the beings around you who don't have a body. Say hi. um, and I grew up in a family. I don't know, Carolyn, did you grow up in a family?
Yep.
And that can come with a whole ecosystem. And does that ecosystem include beings, people that no longer have bodies? And how's that showing up in your life now?
Yeah. And just that idea of hoarding,
Yeah,
hoarding that, it's it doesn't really work. It drags us down. It's
yeah,
not kind to us. It's not kind to the entities, whether they've
yeah,
got bodies or not.
yeah. I read a book one time. I can't even remember what the book was. I think something by Malcolm Gladwell. And he had, or maybe it was a podcast. Anyways, he had interviewed a very successful New York, was it a playwright, a play producer, a director who had been on Broadway, like very, very successful. And this individual had, like I hear how expensive property is in New York, and they had purchased an entire second apartment to hoard, like literally floor to ceiling, hoarded um, stuff from their past. And the energy of it was, the way that they looked at it was, as soon as they could no longer see these things, touch these things, it's like they didn't exist. All those beautiful things that they had done and created didn't exist. So I wonder if sometimes we hoard um, people, memories, the past, as a way of trying to honor it. But is that actually what it does?
This brings up a lot of stuff for me.
Wow.
Yeah. Is it honoring to hoard? My husband passed away 5 years ago.
Wow.
Is it honoring of
Wow.
him to hoard um, that part of my life
Wow.
and not create differently?
Yeah. Yeah. Is
No,
it?
I don't get it is honoring. It's not honoring him. He doesn't like,
Yeah.
and yeah. So what
We,
would it take? I mean, can you imagine the change if we stopped hoarding
yeah.
our past?
Yeah.
It doesn't
There's,
mean that it goes away. It doesn't
yeah.
mean, it doesn't mean that I don't ever think about Michael. It's just to
Yeah.
hoard that and then create my life with that hoarding. Or
Yeah.
can I honor it and choose something different?
Yeah. I love that because you're looking at the future with that question. and the future of everything you could be and the future of everything Michael can be if you don't freeze everything in place by hoarding it.
Yes.
Wow.
My
This
cat is
is
about to land. Eek. Eek.
all contribution welcome. This is a really big conversation, and like what you're saying is so true, Carolyn. We're talking about the tools of talk to the entities, and it's really about being the creator of that energetic ecosystem around you that includes all the beings without bodies. And we don't ever want to say with these tools, you have to get rid of everything. Like, does that ever work? You know, those
No.
shows about hoarding where the whole team comes in and just like clears everything out, and then is that really a gift? Is that a contribution? So I just want to like assure everyone that the tools of talk to the entities are about empowering you to have choice, the entities around you to have choice. It's not about ripping loved ones away from you. That's not right.
Well, and that's so true, because if we're hanging on to them, they're
Yeah,
the entity. I
yeah,
mean, what does it do for them?
yeah. And I wonder too if, like, you said Michael had passed 5 years ago. I never met him when he had a body, but I just wonder if, like, now you're both ready. You gave yourself that space of those 5 years.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I do get that, and I get that he's been like, come on, Carolyn. Like, I don't have to go and get married again. I don't have to do that.
Yeah, yeah,
And I see how much my hoarding the past has
yeah.
has created my life, um, and I'm changing that. So
Wow.
I'm looking forward. Linda's coming to Vancouver for a Talk to the Entities beginning class
Yeah,
in February, and I am so looking forward to that.
me
And
too.
I mean, and it's not only hoarding our personal past and entities, but
Yeah,
the whole end of it.
yeah. I've really been aware of that, about what's, boy, I just see like a whole big mountain, and I don't know if we should start to tackle the mountain, but let's just tease at some of the things that are possible with these 2.5-day classes that are Talk to the Entities classes. Um, we live in Canada. We have a big story about the history and the creation of the nation of Canada. Hey, Claire. And I wonder if we could, if we didn't hoard all of the trauma, I wonder if we didn't try to dismiss it and disregard it, but if we just started to be present and looked at what else is possible with this land that we
Yeah,
live on. What can it contribute to us now if we started to look towards the future and what could be created now?
yeah, and especially with the political
Yeah.
situation now, what are we hoarding in Canada that is not
Mm,
a contribution to our collective future in the
yeah.
world?
Yeah. When you look at the past, this energy of hoarding the past, it can also really justify, you can use it to justify everything that's going on in your life right now, including all the limitations.
Yeah, justifying your limitations. Oh no, I've never done that.
Me neither. And
Yeah,
there's
I'm
Jax.
excited.
I see him in the background. Hello, Jax.
So, um, you may think, talk to the entities, oh, well, that doesn't really affect me
Yeah.
any. I cannot tell you,
Mm.
everyone who's listening or watching
Yeah.
or will in the future, how much the talk to the entities classes I've attended have
Yeah.
changed my life,
Yeah. Yeah.
have released things, have relieved things, have um, changed the energy around
Mm-hmm.
the city I was in, or yeah,
Yeah, it's I think people can really look at it through a narrow point of view of and dismiss it really easily, and I'm always trying to like stand with some megaphone and invite them to start to ask a question, because often I really get that people don't know how that ecosystem of unseen beings is impacting them, because they can be a little bit I'll say nose blind, if everybody remembers that commercial, um, where it was some advertisement for like an air freshener, and they were kind of saying like, listen, you don't know what your own house smells like because you're just so used to it. And that can happen often with the way we will live our lives. We kind of don't know what's uncomfortable because we're so comfortable with the discomfort.
yeah, it's just the way it is, as people
It's
say.
just the way it is. Yeah.
And we can
And
change anything
yeah,
if
yeah,
we
yeah,
choose.
yeah. So there's literally like such a list of things that have changed for me personally. And I think maybe the shortest way to put it is given me in this really relaxed way, because I kind of had gotten myself confused with all of the beings hoarded around me. I didn't have like a sense of separation of them and me. I didn't know what was me. I thought it was all that whole swirl of confusion was me,
Yeah,
and there's something else possible.
I mean, we could just go down so many
Yeah,
paths here.
yeah,
And I encourage you to look into the talk to the entities possibilities.
yeah,
And
yeah.
and I remember being able to ask questions um, of my great grandparents
Mm,
who were very well to do,
wow.
and like all like
Yeah,
all sets, and
yeah,
just the things that we do not think are possible and are possible.
yeah. So a really cool tool, like Carolyn here is tapping into her great grandparents, and she, in asking questions of them, allowed them to contribute to her life. So this we are doing a 2.5 day class, and I had to do multiple 2.5 day classes before I started to really get clear and potent and powerful. But a great place to start, even if you're only watching this short little live that we're doing, is to ask a question. Okay, who's hanging around? And then trust yourself with the awareness that comes back. It might not be linear, it might not be a sentence, but it might be. And then if you are interested in class and you have a million reasons of why you couldn't come to class, ask those entities around you, like, hey, if you want to talk to me, if you really want to dive into this, I would love to go to this class. Show me the money. And invite them in all their capacities to to bring that money into your life so you can attend class with us.
Wow. Yes. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody. If you have questions, Carolyn and we love to chat. So you can find us a million different ways, a million different places. Please reach out. And we would love to hang out with you in person, with you and your body.
Yes. And your entity.
Okay. Bye, everybody.
Bye.